Don't let me forget to record it. I think that small little thing right there is the big difference maker. Okay, so I'm going to go through that again real quick, just so everybody knows. Does everybody follow with what I just did? So let me go back. This is a big question that people had. Okay, so first you log into your business manager. You have to be logged in, and then you click on this help flyout, and then click on contact us. Oh yeah, Mike says, can you turn? Yep, I'll do that for sure, Mike. You don't need to see my face anyway. How's that? Better? Just type one or yes. No, I got you, man. No, it's that was fun for a minute, but it's unnecessary. I got you. So okay, so here we go. So let me log out of business, or not log out, but yeah, I guess I could do that. Let's log out. Okay, so go to business.facebook.com, log in. Uh-oh, hang on one sec. Ah, dang it. Try this again. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Okay, so once, and this makes it super fast. Okay, so I just logged back into my personal account, right? So now I'm logged into my personal regular old page on Facebook. And now once you've done that, you want to go to business.facebook.com. And then what you want to do is click on help in the top right corner, and then click contact us right here with this little envelope next to it, the first one. And what that does, I don't know if you just caught that, but the link that was here first was business.facebook.com/business/resources. Okay, so it forwarded to the regular facebook.com/business/resources. And I'm theorizing right now that when you go through the business manager and do that, when you're logged in, you should be able to see this email button. If you just are not logged in or did not log into your business manager and go to facebook.com/business/resources, I'm theorizing that that's what's causing this email thing to not show up. Okay, so they're somehow preventing that from showing up on this page for some reason. I'm not sure why. Did everybody follow on that one? So again, we're just testing the crap out of this to see, how you get around that. But a lot of people who've had success doing this say, number one, they gave Facebook everything they needed when they submitted, and number two, when they logged into business.facebook.com and then went here, that this email button is showing up. Okay, Walt's saying I do not have the email button, and Ed, you're saying you do not have the email button. Use this method either. Okay, so what you're saying is you both went through Business Manager like I just showed you, and the email is not showing up still. Is that correct? Exactly. Okay. Okay, then it's probably just random. Unfortunately, that sucks. I don't know what else to suggest, to be honest. Besides, in that case, what I would do is still click on this help flyout, and then go all the way down to the bottom and click on right here. It says report a problem, and then something isn't working is what I would choose, and I would choose other, and then basically try to give them everything that they need. Say, I'm an agency, here's everything you need on a silver platter, and here you go, can you please lift my ad account limit? Okay. So Ed says, I've tried going through the reporter problem, waiting to hear back. Okay. So Ed, if you can, let us know if and when they respond. Okay, we'll try this. Trent is saying, I'm curious if the people who are seeing the email link are currently running ads. I do not see it, and I'm not currently running any ads. Ooh, that's a good one, Trent. Maybe try running an ad first. Just set one up, anything, right? And see if that works. Maybe they're looking at your ads and seeing, well, it says you're not running ads either. Okay, so now we're on to something, right? Trent says I have run many ads, but not recently. Okay. So maybe try activating one and just put like, yeah, Ed says turning on an ad now. That's our next little test, I think. That's a good one. Ed says I will keep you posted in the group. Excellent. Okay, good. Try that, guys. I didn't even think about that. That's a great suggestion, Trent. So Roger Weaver says, so first the personal page, then business manager, then help. I went into business manager first, then help, don't have the email button. Okay. So Roger, did you try logging into your personal account first? Try that and then go through the steps and see if it works. Maybe if you show 0 available instead of 2 or 1. I'm not sure what you're saying, Mike. Maybe if you show 0 available instead of 2 or 1. Oh, like ad accounts? Okay, so Roger is trying to create an ad now. Mike says each account has 2 additional ad accounts. Yes. Yep. Oh, I see what you're saying, Mike. So Mike's saying if you show 0 available ad accounts, then the email button shows up for you? Yeah, that could be too. It just seems like really weird. Why would they do that? You know, I don't get it. But those are good questions. Those are good questions. Any other ideas on that, guys? Um, to everybody. Okay, I just had to write a quick message. So guys, is this still like the biggest thing that's preventing you from doing stuff right now? I'm curious. So Roger's saying he shows 2 ad accounts. You know, it's funny though, like when I did this, guys, I don't know if I don't remember if I was running ads or not. I don't think I was. So unless they change that, I don't think that's it. The active ad thing makes sense because, you know, your ads go through manual review. You know, like a human looks at each ad, at least theoretically, and so that could be something that, you know, is adding to this, right? Is if they see that you ran a real ad and that proves even further legitimacy, okay, yeah, then we'll give you support email to go do that. Yeah, Ed says I'll just do it through my client's account until this gets resolved. I think that's the play, Ed. And for everybody else who's out there, if you just do it through the client's ad accounts until you get this agency thing set up. You know, it's not going to prevent you from doing business, that's for sure. But be working on it, you know, touch it every day, make sure you guys are doing your part to stay in front of Facebook and then move on, right? And go collect your money. Get your clients leads. You're still going to get a check at the end of the day, right? So, cool. What else do you guys need help with? Haven't seen many active questions in the group, we could go through those if no one has any other questions. Since Facebook will verify information, confirm your real business, does anyone have a recommendation for an expensive website? I think we answered that one pretty good. Okay, Roger's saying, I found a response to someone's request for more ad accounts. We'll copy and post. Okay, great. That would help a ton, Roger. If you want to type it in the questions here, we can look that up. So guys, what other questions do you have? Maybe tell me, here's a good question. How many of you have gone through all or most of the training at this point? Like, are you still working on it, on getting through the training itself? Roger says he's gotten through most of it. Okay, good. Chet says most of it. Okay, Ed's actually prospecting like crazy with gyms. Got through all the training. Well done. Awesome. Mike says not done but close. Excellent. Okay, good. Here's what I'm asking, guys. Is I think a lot of the meat and potatoes are in there, and this is not a complex system. You know, it's intentionally simple. But what I think is a lot of people are trying to do is like you get good at it by doing practice, right? So yeah, and Shane says most of it started a free trial today, so you can get your case study. Good job. So that's just the beginning, right? So I think when you get after you get your free trial, it's repetition that makes this, you know, how do you get to 10 grand a month, 30 grand a month? It's just repetition, right? So, you know, like in the goal setting phase, like when you go to, you go back to this video, right? Like how many of you guys know what your goals are, your income goals are with this method, right? Like, did you guys do this spreadsheet? Where you figure out, okay, do you guys mind sharing? Jess says, what? You mean I gotta work? Yeah, unfortunately. Cool. Tell me this, guys, how many clients, period, do you need? So to hit your income goal, you don't have to tell me your income goal if you don't want to, but tell me how many it adds up to hit your personal income goal. How many clients? Monthly recurring clients do you need? Shane needs 10. Awesome. Tony says 12. Actually, he said a dozen would do it. Walt needs 15. Roger needs 12. Stephen O'Brien needs 10. Eric needs 10. Vita needs 10. Ed says, I've been running an agency since 2009, and he's looking for 10 monthly clients with this. Only 10. Garrick says 15. Evan says 10. Good job, guys. I'm surprised. A lot of people skip this step. It's so crucial. So let me help you out with that. Okay. So a lot of you, let's just use 10 because it's a round number and it'll make the math round. And a lot of you put 10. The majority of you put 10 in here. Chet Bruce says 10 is a good number, but with a margin of 4 or 5 are needed. Okay. Mike says 8 to 12, and I'm happy. Mike, I don't like that answer. I'm just going to quit coaching here. I like picking one number because 8 to 12 means you have a range of your income goal, and that's fine to have a range or whatnot, but pick a goal number, right? Just make it one number because then, you know, all of a sudden your goals are shifting as you go. Well, if it's 8, then it's this, and if it's 12, then it's this, right? So just pick, if it's 8 to 12, then just pick 10 or pick 12, right? Make that your goal. Here's something that's crazy that happened, guys. In November, I made a goal to make a certain amount of new consulting clients a reality, and I made a goal to make a certain amount of like done for you agency clients a reality. And when I set that goal in stone and I said we need X amount of monthly recurring revenue, and for me I wanted to add $9,000 of new recurring revenue in November. And so I worked the math backwards and I said, well, I need you know, let's see, what was that? We needed 6 new clients at $1,500 a month. That's what I decided on. Okay, and I wanted to book 4 new consulting clients at $2,500. And I wanted to maintain all of our other clients too. And so I sat down and did all the math, and I sat down with my team. I said, guys, this is an aggressive goal, but I think we can do it. So let's look at what it would take to hit this number. And we did the math backwards. So I said, okay, well, how many people do we need to book on a weekly basis? How many like new clients do we need to onboard on a weekly basis to, you know, to make our goal a reality? And it, you know, if you're trying to book only 6 clients in a month, you know, that's 2 a week for 3 weeks. It's just not that much, right? So I said, okay, well, this week is kind of a wash because it already started. I was doing this in the first part of November, right? And I said, Thanksgiving week is kind of going to be a tough one to do. I thought, at least. So I literally removed the first week of November and the Thanksgiving week, and I said, okay, that leaves us basically like 3 weeks to get this done. Do you guys think that we can do 2 new clients each week? Do you think we can onboard 2 new clients, get them to pay us, get them going? Everyone's like, yeah, that's totally doable, right? So our bite-sized chunk goal was 2 a week to get 6, right? So here's what happened. And I'm explaining this to you guys because I just want you to realize how achievable this goal is, especially coming up at the end of the new year, or at the end of the year with the new year right behind. Gyms are going to be freaking the F out the first week of January if they're not getting the leads that they want. Health and fitness, these businesses are like, this is our Super Bowl, and if like that first week of January happens and they're not hitting their numbers, I guarantee you guys they're going to be looking for someone like you to help them, okay? So good. So Mike Holmes says 11. Good choice. Stick with 11, bud. Mark Imperial says, I want 20 because you have a partner, so that's like 10 each. I got you. Mike Holmes says, I'm evasive. Yeah, don't be evasive, man. To yourself. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care, you know, but don't be evasive to yourself. I used to be that way. It's like, well, it doesn't matter if I get 1 new client, I'm happy. It's like, fuck that, man. You're worth more than that to especially to yourself. I'm the first guy to tell you that that's what I do. I sit there and I go, oh, well, that's okay if we don't hit it because, you know, I'll be okay without it. It's like, no, that's like letting yourself down. Imagine I'm the type of person who I hate letting other people down, but I'm the first to let myself down a lot of the times. That's something I had to work on a lot, especially this year. The second that I stopped letting myself down in scenarios like that is just like in this one. I said, team, I want to hold you accountable, but I want for you to hold me accountable too. And I also want to hold myself accountable for this. That's why I'm openly discussing it with you, right? So at the end of the day, I was asking for commitment from my team and from myself to my team and to myself, right? Like I was doing it for many different reasons at the beginning of November, and I said, you know, I'm just sick of like having flat months, and I want to grow. You know, I was just kind of sick of like the monotony of the same stuff, and I just want to see if we could do it, right? And so here's what ended up happening at the end of November, and I'll explain to you guys why this is so important, right? I made that commitment to do two new sales a week, okay? And I was like, oh gosh, okay. And now I got to add the consulting clients to it. And then at the same time, I was considering making this course, the course that you guys are in right now. So this is what was crazy, what happened. Sat down like November 7th to 11th, sat down and I was like, I'm going to start calling everybody I know, warm market outreach. I called a few friends that I knew that, you know, that I knew would probably be able to connect me with someone who had a business that I could help, you know, and I didn't know for sure, but I just said, I think I can do that. So I made a list of all those people on a yellow notepad. And then I said, okay, my goal today is just to touch them and ask, you know. So I did that. And then I called my clients, my current clients, and I said, hey, is there anybody that you know who could benefit from this in a non-competitive environment, of course, so don't connect me with your competitors, but if you've been happy with us, would you mind connecting me with somebody? And I usually got a handful of those, okay? So I made a list of all those people and I just started taking massive action. I didn't have a great strategy behind it, but I used some of the strategies that I've taught you guys. Plus I started asking for referrals from my current client base, okay? And here's what started happening, guys. This is an important lesson in business. Momentum matters a lot in business. So once I started to take massive action, the momentum started to build, right? So my team started seeing that I was doing stuff and they got excited. And the people that I started talking to could hear in my voice that I was excited. And all I was saying is like, look, I'm just looking to help 2 new people this week. That's it. I can only help 2. So what ended up happening? Guys, by the end of that first week, I had booked 2 new clients, 2 new paying clients, and my team was onboarding them. They're like, whoa, that was fast. I was like, yeah, I'm excited. Let's keep going, guys, right? I'm excited. Can you guys handle another one if I can find one this week? And we'll just get started early on our goals for next week. They're like, yeah, do it. So I just kept doing that, kept hustling, kept the activity going, stayed in front of people. And we booked 3 clients that first week, okay? And then I said, great, I'm going to put all this great momentum into the energy for the consulting clients, and I'm going to put that out there too. And I called a friend. My friend Rick has a podcast. I'm like, Rick, here's what's going on. We're doing a lot of great things and booking a lot of clients right now. I don't even really think we could take on too many more new clients because we just booked 3. We surpassed our goal last week. We're kind of at capacity for the week, but, is there anyone that you can connect me with? And he's like, what? Yeah, totally. So he connected me with a person or 2, and he's also like, by the way, man, would you like to be on my podcast? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, this is like a hot topic, and a lot of people, so that momentum rolled into the podcast, okay? A few weeks later, Rick published a podcast. It was around Thanksgiving, and I got slammed with leads, okay? So this is just an example of how you chunk the goal down to the lowest unit, right? If you need 2 clients in a month or 2 clients in a week, and you take massive action and you do it the right way, and you roll on that momentum, it's cumulative, it's like a snowball effect, then what you guys are finding ends up happening is that this tiny, totally makeable goal becomes easily surpassable, right? So what ended up happening in November, I just kept doing that over and over again through November. Like Thanksgiving, which I thought was going to be a dead week, we booked tons of business, okay? I booked like 2 consulting clients that week. I got like 10 inquiries that week. I think I only closed like 1 or 2 agency clients, like done for you clients that week, but the following week after that, it was like one of our best weeks ever. Okay. So yeah, Mike Holmes, this is good stuff, right? This is awesome stuff. So listen, guys, I don't want you to catch yourself sleeping. Like I'm not one of those guys who's like, don't relax during the holiday, because you have to take a break. Family is the most important thing to me, right? I'm not saying don't relax, but if you guys have a 10 client recurring income goal to meet your income goals, and you just needed to do, 8 demos, 8 strategy sessions, 8 trials to get 2 new clients, guys, that is such a makeable goal. It's not even funny. And when you get started on this first line, this month 1 goal, I guarantee you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much momentum right now. I'm just going to roll that into the next, like, don't stop, roll that into the next thing, right? Stay on top of it, keep that momentum and energy going. People could feel it around you, I swear. That's how it works. If you take a break and there's a dead period, people can feel that, and you have to rework to rebuild all that momentum back up. It's much harder to do, okay? So when November closed out, I was so busy, like not busy, but productive is probably a better way. I was so productive that month. My team, we were all super focused on our goals. I'm like, great job, guys. And it really didn't matter if we hit the goals or not by that point, by the end of the month, guys, because we had blown so far past them. We had so much positive, productive activity in front of us. We were no longer focused on the goal. We were focused on the mission at hand, which was to serve these clients to the best of our ability, make the sale, and then get them results, and then just rinse and repeat. Same thing over and over and over again, okay? So the equivalent of this is like if you're making pies, and you're baking pies in a pie shop, and you got a really great recipe for a pie, but you only baked 1 pie. Well, if the oven's not on and people can't smell the pie when they're walking by, then it's really hard to sell 1 pie. But once you bake 1 pie, and
that one person smells it and they see it in the window when they're walking by the shop, and they come in and they go, oh, I have to have that pie. My mouth is watering. Then you have to bake another pie for people to smell and see. Then pretty soon there's 3 to 5 pies that are being baked, and pretty soon there's a demand for the pies. And all their friends are telling themselves about the pies, and you're getting excited about selling the pies and making the pies. But you're making the same pie over and over and over and over again and delivering that happiness to all your customers, right? Then all of a sudden you need to hire help to get, more of that same awesome product made every day. The more pies you make, the more the good smell is leaking out of the store, and the whole energy of the store is happening, and people are telling you, oh my gosh, that was the best pie ever. Where did you get it, right? So guys, that's exactly how business works. In my experience, momentum counts for almost everything. It's so hard to get out of that bottom trough. It's so hard. So make your goal one pie at a time, right? We made a goal to do 2 that week, right? If you guys have a goal of 10 total, guys, it's so makeable. It's so makeable, but you have to sit down and work the numbers backwards and go, good, my goal is 8 this week, right? So my goal is, if 8 this week is 2 demos or trials, 2 trials or demos, whichever one you want to do. If you don't have a case study yet, there are 2 trials. Let's make it easy. My goal is to do 2 trials a day for 4 days this week. And if I still haven't hit that goal by Friday, then I'm going to do 2 more, right? Guys, you can do free trials, free demos for almost any business that you want. Does that make sense? Yeah, Chet says the difference between a goal and a desire. Shane says, I like pie. Well, I like pie too, Shane. Does this make sense, guys? This is how you get to, right now I'm at about where month 11 is, but look at how many new clients it takes by the end of month 11 to get to where I'm at. Or I'm sorry, probably more like, yeah, I guess month 11. I'm right around 30 grand a month. Right, we're higher than that this month for sure. It's probably more like 33 to 36, but let's just say that I'm at 30 grand a month. Guys, if you only did 8 trials or demos a month and you only closed 1 out of 4 of those, look at the income. I mean, seriously, it is just not that hard to do, okay? So I want for you guys to understand this so that you keep rolling this attitude through next week and carry this momentum through into January, because January you can very, very easily crush your goals. A lot of you have the capacity and the potential to do 10 in 1 month if you really hustled and did it, and you can do that in 1 month, right? Does this make sense, guys? Type 1 or yes or something in the chat box if you're following. Yeah, Eric's like, yes. Good. Ed says good stuff. Okay. Good. This is so important, guys. I can't tell you. And if you've got people around you who are seeing your success, success breeds success, right? Momentum breeds momentum. So keep this mindset as you're heading through into next week. This is probably the biggest thing that I can impart to you right now is, guys, like I just got some bad news from a client that's been with us for a long time yesterday, right? They've been with us for like 5 years. It's like the only remaining client that I have from my old agency. It's a great family-owned business, but there's some major shakeups happening internally there, and they sent me this like gnarly legal severance letter yesterday from the lady that I've been working with over there for forever, who loves me, and she's great. I love her too. She's kind of being forced to send it, it seems like. And so I got really bummed out yesterday because I was like, we've been working with you guys for 5 years. You have a family-owned business. You know us really well. She knows our kids. She knows my wife. Like, it's just like, why would you send something like that? That's the way that I felt at the end of the day, And I was super bummed out about it for a little while because I was like, it's just a shame that they're ending it this way. And, like, we really helped them grow their business. But, it's like salty at the end. Like, why, right? I hate that. But that's business, right? Like, I don't take it personally, but it still kind of sucks. Here's the way, by the end of yesterday, okay, I talked to my team, and we have so much good momentum happening. This is literally how my team responded to the news of that happening. They were like, oh, Rob, you know what? By the end of January,
we're going to have that bad energy replaced with so much good energy. It's probably going to be one of the best things that's ever happened to us, because we can replace that one client with like 4 or 5 good energy clients. And guys, that is exactly how this works, okay? It's so correlated, it's not even funny. So if you're going through your strategy sessions, your sales demos, and you're getting no's, that's a good thing, because you're cutting out the negative people who are not a good fit for this anyway, and you're filling it with 2 new clients that are a perfect fit. And that good energy breeds good energy, right? So at the end of the day, guys, you have to realize that your time, your energy, your potential at 2 clients a month, you need to start picturing it that way and start talking like that to your prospects and say, I can only help 2 good fit clients this week. That's it. I can't help 10 or 100. Like, this is a limited opportunity for you and for me. And I put you through a process intentionally, Mr. Prospect, because at the end of this call, I want to figure out if you're a good fit or not. There's going to be no gray area, you know? And the reason why I can be that clear with it is because I have a system. I know it works. I know it's good for you and good for us. And if those 2 things line up, then we can move forward. If it's not good for either one of us, then we're not going to move forward, because I've done that before, and it turns out bad for everybody. Bad energy is not good in business, right? I believe in momentum. I think that's the best thing you could do, is roll with people who are helping you and who have good energy and bring good things to you and your business. And if it's a good partnership, that's great. But bad partnership is like exponentially time-sucking, energy-sucking, money-sucking, you know? So I just prefer not to do it that way. Does that sound like something that, you know, resonates with you too? Like, you'd rather bring like a good partnership in instead of like feeling like you just did something just to do it, right? Like, oh my God, that makes sense. And if they know exactly what you're talking about, it's going to be great. If they're like, what? I don't know. Like, I just buy stuff from the Yellow Pages salesman. Then you're like, what? Okay, this guy will just give money to anybody and just try anything. Like, that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for 2 good fits a week, 2 good fits a month, whatever it is for you. So doable. So doable. Yeah, Ed says, I only work with clients that get it. That's right. Okay, so I'll take a little break off the soapbox, but Lisa says, okay, so at this point, as far as prospecting, I've already done the organic Facebook post. Should be now doing number 3, prospecting technique? No. Lisa, did the organic Facebook post work for you? Why would you stop doing the organic Facebook posts if it worked for you? You should really be trying all 3 at some point. You don't have to try all 3, but you should test them all, see what the results do for you and your network. But guys, organic posts is not a one-time strategy. Have you guys seen my organic posts? Mark Imperial, how about asking a referral from a new happy client and reward them with a month? That's a great idea. I wouldn't be that generous, but I would say, we have a referral program. So if you're a new happy client, you want to refer us out to another business, and they end up, you know, and it ends up being a good fit, I give you a $250 referral fee. Something like that. That would be plenty, Mark. I wouldn't give away a whole free month. That's too much. Lisa says, well, I'm still waiting to get these clients started. Well, what are you waiting on, Lisa? I'm just trying to figure out what the holdup is so I can help you hit your goals. Ed says, question, Rob, do you use interest targeting for gyms? No. No, we don't. In general, Ed, we always start off with women desktop, men desktop, women mobile, men mobile with no interests, and test that first. So those are the 4 ads or ad sets. For yoga studios, yoga people are such good self-identifiers, and this is like the only exception. For yoga studios, we test women mobile, women desktop, and then we test women mobile with an interest in yoga and yoga pants, and women desktop with an interest in yoga and yoga pants, because they're such big self-identifiers. And we test it that way. But you know, that's all you need to do there. Yep, you got it, buddy. Let's see. Lisa says one lady has not finished her video. The other one was cheap, $40. She didn't want to spend $200 during Christmas time. Okay, so I wouldn't even waste my time on the $40 lady. And the other lady hasn't finished her video. Okay, so this is why you want to approach people who have good video, guys. Because Lisa, you're sitting around waiting for them to get that content together, and they're busy, right? So keep working that one, stay on her, but it takes 5 minutes a day to check in on her and say, hey, how's the video going, right? But do another organic Facebook post. You still have slots open. Lisa, what's your client number goal? How many clients do you need to hit your income goal? 10. Okay, good. Good. So if you say, this is your organic Facebook post right here, okay? And we'll go in the Facebook group here in a minute, but I want to show you something. Ah. Okay, so look at this post right here, Lisa. 3 of 3 trials filled, boom. Tell me, can anybody, and Lisa, I'll let you answer first, but if you need 10 clients and you're starting at 0, which one sounds better? Hey guys, I have 10 slots open, or I'm looking to give away 2 free trials this week, by the end of this week, before the New Year's ends. Which one sounds better? And you guys can all chime in. One free trial, yeah. 2, yeah. So, but why? Look, guys, more specific, and this is more scarce. 1 of 1, 2 of 2, 3 of 3, whatever that is, scarcity. Yes, exactly, Mike. 2 is way better than 10, scarcity. So if your goal is to get 10 in 1 month, I would break it down into, I can help 2 new clients this week, right? I didn't even put the date on. What I would do right now, Lisa, is I would say, if your goal is to get 10, and you have 0 right now, I would make a goal to get 2. Or if that's too much for you, I would say maybe 1, right? Yeah, Ed says say 1 free trial and give 2 away, okay? So here's what you do is you say, you make another organic post, right? And I'm trying to find that first post where I posted about the trials. Let's see. It's probably faster just to Rob Bailey trial gym. Maybe this is it. Yeah, okay, this is it. So look at this one, Lisa. So look at how I wrote this. This is one of my Facebook organic posts. Our newer gym client started with us 2 weeks ago. So guys, take note of this, because once you still post organic posts after you've got your trials filled, okay? Because what happens is people, even though they see it and they don't respond or don't do anything, you want for them to see that not only did you put this out there, but that people took you up on it, and now you're reporting back about how these people took you up on it and how it went. Okay, you're sort of like saying, look, not only did I fulfill on this, but I'm also going to report back to you about what happened, because this is the continuous story. It's like the Seinfeld sequence, right? You always have something to write about, right? So here's what happened. Our newer gym client started with us 2 weeks ago. He was a referral from the last client I posted about. He wasn't immediately on board. He took 2 months to think about getting help. His exact words were, Rob, I'm still skeptical. We're different. It won't work for us. I told him I don't mess around. He's crazy for not letting me guide him through this yet. I said, we're going to win if you allow me to get started with the help, right? Guys, this is the Remember the differentiation, that being an advisor, establishing preeminence, all this stuff. I want this better, worse than he does right now because he's a good fit for it, right? Oh my gosh. He said, Lisa, no, I can't post this in the group. I'm serious. I'm not going to post it in the group. If you guys, seriously, this is the thing that I want for you guys to understand. Guys, you have to be a student of this stuff. Like, I can't tie everything together with, and you also have to take the strategy that I laid out for you and make it your own. So Lisa, this is what I want for you to do. Sit down and 5 minutes, okay? Take your laptop out and write this version of your story, okay? You can start off copy and pasting my templates, you know, in there, that's fine. But guys, you have to write this yourself. This is your story, okay? You're an advisor. Lisa is her own advisor, version of, you know, her own self. You can't be Rob Bailey advisor in Lisa's shoes. Like, that's not going to work, right? That's inauthentic. So how do you make this authentic for you? Well, this version of your story, Lisa, is you don't have all this stuff. You don't have the results yet, okay? So what is the purpose of your next post? The purpose of your next post is to post and say, so you want to report on what happened before. So you already made one post where you said, I'm looking to give, you know, one person a free trial. So the one good thing you have back to report, Lisa, is what? That as soon as this lady gets her video, she's going to do a free trial with you, right? So what I would say is, hey everybody, just a quick update on my previous post. A lot of people have been asking me, so write this down, Lisa, I'm writing it for you, but take 5 minutes to write this out. This takes thought and effort, okay? So when you go to the gym, you have to get on the treadmill, you have to do the workout, right? So I'm your personal trainer right now. I'm beating you up a little bit because I want you to get this right, but I also want to make you self-sufficient so that you're not asking to copy and paste everything. Okay, this is a skill set you need to build so you can grow your business. So Lisa, you're going to write it just like this, okay? So take out your notepad or your, you know, whatever you got. Write this down. Just a quick update on my last post. A lot of people have been asking me if I can do a free Facebook ad and funnel for their business, right? Because that's true, isn't it? I've got one trial filled, and I figured out that the second trial that I had filled was not a good fit for this business. She did not want to grow her business during this time of year. Okay? Does that make sense so far, Lisa? You see how I'm framing that? Okay. So you had 2 takers. One of them you disqualified because she's not ready to grow. So you said, since I'm an advisor, I'm a professional at this, I decided that it was not a good fit for her to move forward, right? So you don't have to say it just like that, but just be like, and after speaking with her, I decided that it was not in her best interest to move forward with a campaign like this because she was not ready to grow through the holidays. I am looking for one more business to help who wants to grow through the holidays. You see how that works? Is everybody with me so far? That's vastly different than begging for business. I'm looking for one more business to help who fits these qualifications, and then you list them, to help them grow through the holidays, through the holiday and New Year season, okay? I'm specifically looking for a business who looks like this. Why? Because January is the Super Bowl for the fitness industry, the health and fitness industry. So I'm looking for somebody who doesn't want to wake up and figure out that they don't have enough business in the busiest, most high momentum time of the year. You know, I don't want that to happen to you. I want for you to prepare now so that you make January a record-setting best month ever, you know, something like that. Because that's the truth, guys. I just Ryan from Point Loma Sports Club was just in my office, and he's like, one of 2 things are going to happen to a gym in January.
They're going to get through their first week and realize that the Super Bowl numbers were not as good as they'd hoped. And they wish that they had done this sooner. They'd had some help with this kind of thing sooner. Or they're going to be super busy and they're going to finish it out. And they're going to be like, well, geez, I wonder if it could have been better because that was our best month of the year. Why don't we put more time, effort, money into making that just a record-setting year? So either way, they're going to come out of it wishing they did more, right? So you guys, if you're saying that, if your positioning statement is, I'm looking for somebody to help get this set up now, so that by the time that time comes, you're not losing. You're doing as much, all that you could to make that a record-setting best month ever. Does that make sense? It's all in the framing, Evan Jack says. That's right. Right? So Chet just wrote this, quote unquote, great news. One of my team members just reported a terrific win. Quotes Rob's numbers. Yeah. Right? So I don't want for you guys to lie. I'm never saying that you should lie and use someone else's results. I don't think you need to be honest, okay? So Lisa, that's how it should go, and you should reiterate the same thing. If you notice the call to action at the end, look at this. This is always the same. It's always some version of this. Average member. So what you can say is average new member. Well, actually, I don't want to, that's probably too complicated, but I'm looking for help. The business that I've started with is on their way to a record month. If you believe that, write that, right? Again, we're different. We have confidence in this, that this works, okay? The one business that I'm preparing to start a trial for is on their way to a record month. At this rate, what's typically a passive best month of the year, right, will likely become their all-time record-setting best month in the history of their business. Why? Because we're going to profitably add new members to their gym in January in a way that they've never experienced before, right? So if you or someone you know owns a gym, fitness studio, blah, 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 send me a message or shoot me a text. I've got 2 more spots open for a free 1-week trial, right? So it's the same story over and over again. You're just changing the context, and you're constantly positioning it as, hey guys, this is something that is desirable. Here's why. You should be doing this. Here's why. I've got 1 spot open. You've got nothing to lose. Reach out to me if you want a free trial. If you or someone you know should do this free trial thing with me, right? And then when you do the trial, you go back and tell the story, right? So I just start off telling them what happened. And then at the end, I'm looking for another client to do this, right? So then, you know, when you do that and you report back, this is what's so great about this, Lisa, is when you come back and you get it filled, and you say 2 of 2 trials filled, boom, got it, you know, now you're going to have data, because once they start getting started with you, you've got stuff going on. So you report back about the stuff going on. Got an email, got a text message, got a voicemail from a gym owner, right? From the person that started with me, or for someone who's reaching out to me now, right? And you just tell a story over and over again. Does that make sense? So Lisa, if I think you should go write that and then send it to me, and then write another one about the success that you think you're going to have, right? Get started on it now and send it to me. You can private message me, and I'll look at it for you, okay? But I want you to do it yourself. I'm not going to give it to you, because you need to get to writing. You need to write like 1 of these a day and just post it constantly. That's how you're going to hit your goal. Does that make sense? Is this helping, guys? If you want to follow somebody who does this fantastically, look at this guy, Andrew O'Brien, the publicity guy, okay? Jamil says, yes, Rob, it's awesome. Great. Ed says, excellent advice. Thank you. Yep. Okay, good, Lisa. So I'm going to help you with that, but I'm going to put it back on you, girl. You gotta sharpen the skill. I'm tired of you not having success with this, because I know you're out there doing it, right? So guys, Andrew O'Brien has literally built a 6-figure per month business just doing the organic Facebook posting strategy, okay? So let me go to a post that
So this is a lazy one. But in case you're wondering why you need to be my Facebook group, here's just one example. Join now, it's free, right? So that one's pretty lazy. But he posts a lot. If you guys see, 8 hours, 18 hours, right? So he mixes it up a lot. December 21st. Look at this. Did you know? Did you know that? Question mark. What he's saying is, you don't know this. I know you don't, so I'm piquing your interest. My team only works 6 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Da, 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 da. Watch us closely. 2017 is going to be huge. Okay, earlier that day. That's not a good one. He posts a lot, so I'm skipping some. You don't have to post this much, but if you did one a day or 3 times a week, that would be plenty. I'm really excited about my webinar with Qzx900, right? Then he tells you why. If you go up to his timeline, then he books the webinar with Qzx900. What does he do? He doesn't wait until the webinar happens to tell you about it. He says, oh, I'm reporting back, right? This is why you should stay engaged with me. This is who I help. This is why you should be on there. If you have this problem, this is perfect for solving that problem. Then he has a call to action at the end, right? So when you're on this guy's news feed, you'll start to see, okay, this is a great one. Look. He doesn't say we're looking for 100 people to help. We're looking for 1 real estate agent and 1 chiropractor to use for case studies. Half price on our done-for-you services, only 1 each. We'll get you featured in 6 places in 3 months on large scale or local media and show you how to leverage it to bring in massive sales. I will also fly out to meet you in person and strategize with you. Tag any chiropractors or real estate agents you know investment is going to be $15K, so please be sure you're able to commit to that. Normally pricing is $30K. Do you see the power of this, guys? Like, he does this a lot. So use the strategy that I laid out for you. It's perfectly positioned for somebody who's new, breaking the marketplace like you are. Okay? But this strategy works, guys. You have to be good at telling this story and understanding the context of what someone reading this is going through mentally, right? This is a scaled down version of what I just taught you. It's basically the beginning and the end. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? There's lots of business coaches on Facebook that will give you advice on how you should run your business. Okay? So he's reporting back. He's saying, I have to give props to everyone. I recently gave out a gift, but it came out to everyone who said they were and followed through. Good. So he gave something away, which is exactly what you guys are doing. And he's reporting back. Everyone who said they were in followed through. Normally I get people say they're in and don't follow through, but this time that didn't happen, right? This is so good, guys. It's just like, it's so good. You guys can pick up 2 new clients a week just doing this if you do it the right way. And you're, friending people who have an interest in this, or know people who know that people have an interest in this stuff. Does that make sense? So Lisa's asking, Rob, I also have a real estate and insurance clients that I'm getting results with using voice drops in my post. Okay, good question. So Lisa's using a different tactic, not Facebook ads, and she's having success in real estate and insurance clients with that other thing. So yes, here's what I would do, Lisa. I would say, I'm looking for one client that looks like this to help. As many of you know, okay, so did you see what I'm doing there? I'm wrapping the social proof around. As many of you know, meaning I'm implying that you know this about me. Whether you know it or not, now you do, because I'm about to tell you, right? As many of you know, I've been having success helping real estate and insurance clients profitably acquire new customers. Because that's what you're doing with voice drops too, right? But I'm looking for one new client in this space to help. And then you go on from there. Does that make sense, Lisa? Does that wording help? Okay. And then you just tell the story from there. And you tell them that there's one spot that you're looking to fill, and you describe your ideal person to do that trial. Does that make sense? MacD, what's up, man? MacD says, how do you deal with biz owners that have video, but the video needs to be edited or they need to record a new video? You just tell them what they need to do, man. And you tell them successful gym owners have good video, and this is what a good video is, and this is why it's important to do that, right? It can triple your conversions on your landing page. It can turn an unprofitable campaign into a really wildly profitable one. YouTube has a free editor in the app, by the way. So if you just go and use that little thing in there, it's free. It's not that hard to do. Or you can go to Upwork or Fiverr to have somebody do it, or their nephew can do it. I mean, it's just not that hard to get that done anymore, right? So don't let Mac, don't let them give you that bullshit, basically, that it's a big fucking pain in the ass to get that done. They might not know about those things, so fill them in on it, right? But that's not an acceptable excuse. Not in today's day and age, right? There's free iPhone apps, free Android apps that you can edit video straight from your phone. It's like so simple to get that done now, right? So guys, don't let that's not an acceptable excuse to me. So if they're willing and open to go get that done, then I'll continue to work with them, right? If I tell them about the resources that I know of to help them get that done, and they're still like, well, I don't think I can get that done, or I don't have the motivation to get that done, it's like, that's okay. There's lots of other businesses out there that do have that, So and I'm looking to work with them, because successful businesses do this and unsuccessful businesses don't in your space. That's what I found, Mr. Business Owners. Gyms who have good video and have a good offer and run Facebook ads, they profitably acquire new business each and every month. That's what successful gyms do, in my opinion, in my professional opinion as an advisor, right? All right, Chet. Chet's got to go. Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas to you. I will be safe for my trip. Have a good one, brother. And guys, sorry, last call on questions, because we're just about it in the hour, and I don't want to make this too long, but I do want to get whatever else I can get answered done for you before I go. Right? Okay, and Roger says he posted that in the group, so this is a good thing to do. Last call on questions. I'll answer any last questions. Let's see, where is it? Maybe it's in files? I don't know. Adding more ad accounts instructions by Dan. Oops. Steve says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Steve. Where are these uploaded? Facebook. It's in the membership site, Steve. Good question. If you go to the membership site and go to bonuses, at the bottom here, it's under 4-part live training replay. So this one will be the last one below this one after I get it all uploaded and whatnot. Cool. Shane's asking, are you still booking 15-minute calls next week? Yes, I am, Shane. Book your call now, please. I'll be on the road, but, yeah, I'm accessible. Just book a time on the calendar, and we'll figure out a time that works best for both of us. Mark's asking, sorry if I missed this, but when you send the email to Facebook, is there a list of things Facebook wants to know to unlock? Yes. So, Mark, go to part 2 call, and I get into what those things are around the 60-minute mark. Maybe a little later, 61 minutes. Right about there. Okay? And I lay it all out for you. Awesome, Steve. Steve says he's got a skincare and CrossFit appointment booked. I have a weekend of learning. Awesome. Good for you, Steve. Go get him closed, man. Get him on a trial. Get him some new business. 2 separate clients. Well done, sir. Good job. You're welcome, Ed. Merry Christmas to you. Okay, guys, I think that's it for questions. Last call questions. If I don't get one in the next minute or two, I'll just sign off. And I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. And I'll be in the group next week, but not super active with the teaching stuff. So you guys enjoy your holiday weekend. Merry Christmas, Shane. You're welcome, Mike. Merry Christmas. And yeah, we'll see you guys back in the group after that, and then I'll I'll be in touch with a couple of goodies and surprises moving into the new year, okay? So go hit your goals, guys. If you've got 10 clients to hit, go book at least 2 before the end of the year, guys. You can totally do that, all right? Merry Christmas, Tony Scott. Merry Christmas, Lisa. Yes, Lisa, give it to me within an hour. Take action. Nothing to lose. I want to see that girl. Mac D says, thanks, man. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, brother. Have a good one, man. Garrick, Merry Christmas. Merry Kalikimaka. Mark says, Merry Christmas, Rob. Merry Christmas to you. Eric, Merry Christmas. All right, guys. Have a super safe and blessed holiday. Mahalo, Garrick, and aloha. You're welcome, Mona. It's my pleasure. Have a good one, guys. Cheers. All right, I'll see you in the group soon, and the upload will be there in a little bit. Signing off. See you guys later.